Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about when you're emotionally reactive, and this is coming from me, someone who was very emotionally reactive, always finding a reason to be upset, and is now changing that behavior, learning how to self-soothe, how to calm down, how to observe my emotions and my reactions and my responses as opposed to just being in the thick of it. And this is something really important. Like, if you're an emotionally reactive person, like I said, you're going to find reasons to be upset. You're going to, even if you're having like an amazing day, the most perfect day, one small thing can happen that will just completely throw it off, and it'll send you into an emotional panic in which you feel like you need to do something external in order to remedy things. So there's so many examples of this. Like, if people are running late, if plans get canceled, if you go somewhere and somebody ends up being rude or the service isn't good, like so many different examples. And if you're somebody who is emotionally reactive or you're working on it, then I'm sure that you can think of examples in your life. But it's really a lot more common than people think. And I think sometimes when we get offended by people or when people act a certain way or do certain things, we don't recognize that they're just being emotionally reactive and that it didn't matter what happened or who did it or why it happened, but they were going to find something to be upset with anyway. And sometimes it's you that they're upset with for the day, or it's a situation that you're in, or it's something that, is around you. You know what I'm saying? So I think understanding this, and if you're not emotionally reactive and you're watching this, maybe this can also give you insight as to how people think who are emotionally reactive, because like I said, I used to be this way, and I feel like understanding this and being aware of this is the first step in learning how to overcome your own emotions and learning how to not even create your own reality, but just be able to be okay with the reality that you're in. You know what I'm saying? Even before you start creating, I think that you need to be okay with where you are, okay with what has manifested in the present, and okay with the situations that you're in before you can begin changing them, right? Because if you just jump to changing them, then it might work for a little while, but then you're going to get frustrated and you're going to just keep bringing on the same situations that frustrated you. And then you're going to get upset and you're going to have a reaction, and then your reactions are going to be emotional. And then we all know that our emotions are energy emotions. So when you're emotional, it's just going to create more of that same reaction. And there are many books that I can recommend that speak to this, like Outsmarting Reality, Asking It Is Given, a few more books too that I'll probably write in the comments later, but it's just very plain and clear to see. And I feel like if you're emotionally reactive and you don't know how to control your emotions, you're going to get to the point where you realize, I don't want to live like this anymore. Like, I don't want to be upset for no reason. I don't want to waste my energy. I don't want to end my days feeling defeated. I don't want to wake up already feeling mad and frustrated and annoyed with the world without even really having a reason why. Like, it's a very narrow way of living. Like, it's honestly not fun. And a lot of people are trapped in that loop, in that cycle. And one of the things that I talked about in my video titled Don't Get Left Behind is, if you don't learn how to control your emotions, how to change your behaviors, you will literally be caught in a loop of suffering perpetually until you either address the issues that you have or until you commit to learning and changing and growing. And that's a hard reality for a lot of people to face. I know it was hard for me to face at some point, and in some moments it still is too. Like, there are some things that trip me up daily, that I fail at daily, and I get caught in a loop of doing the same thing over and over, or making the same mistake over and over, and kind of like expecting the same results, or even though I know better, still doing the same thing. And it's really frustrating. But if we don't change our behaviors, and if we don't take like an honest look at who we are and how we operate and how our thoughts, behaviors, and emotions are affecting us and the people around us, like, it's just going to be a very difficult life that we're going to have to scrape and scratch and crawl through, as opposed to letting go of those behaviors, understanding why we do them, and being mature enough and being strong enough to actually address them, and then being able to stand up and walk through life and actually create. So that's just something that I want to talk about, because today, I'm having a good day. Like, nothing is genuinely wrong. Nothing is going bad. Things are maybe not going to schedule or plan, but sometimes I feel myself wanting to make a big deal out of things or wanting to get upset about things when there's really no reason to. And that feeling of wanting to be upset or wanting to find something to like be mad at is what then creates the consequences and what creates the actual manifestation of things going wrong on the day-to-day. So just wanted to put that reminder out there because, like I said, it's not a fun way to live. It's not, you see people who are happy and who are genuinely okay with certain things in life and with most things, and they're okay with, delays and changes, and they're okay with just how life is and how life happens. And you could see how happy they are. And I really admire those people. And, I am one of those people deep down. I want to be one of those people. So I know that it's possible. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video. And for anybody who's struggling with controlling your emotions, just keep going. Like, each day is not going to be perfect. Like I said, I fail literally every single day, and that's not an exaggeration. Like, I say something that I shouldn't say, I do something that I shouldn't do, and it's not because I'm not disciplined, or it's not because I really don't want to change, but it's because it's a learning process. And I'm learning to be like more gentle with myself and understanding, like, okay, even though I am older learning this, and even though some people learn this when they're younger, or some people are better at this than I am, it's my own personal journey, and it's okay to stumble, and it's okay to fall, and it's okay to get up and keep trying again. So like I said, if you're one of those people who just emotionally reacts and you want to learn how to control it, but you're struggling, like, you're doing fine. Don't worry about it. The fact that you actually want to change speaks volumes, and it means that it's actually going to happen. So thank you guys for watching my video. I really hope that you found it helpful. If you have any comments or commentary on the video or suggestions, or if you liked it or if you disliked it, just let me know below. I would love to talk about it, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.